everyone, and welcome to another Fandom Fitness Friday. I'm PJ with ZooFit, and we spend a lot of time with workouts and recipes, but there's more to fitness than just eating right and exercising. In fact, it's a little bit of a mind game that we are playing with ourselves, creating a more positive relationship between our minds and our bodies, making it more fun. So this goes with our healthy habits, whether it's drinking water, getting enough sleep at night, or exercising and eating right. So I wanted to share with you something new that I'm working on, because I'm not just an exercise instructor or nutritionist helping you unleash your inner superheroes with just exercise and nutrition. I'm actually also a public speaker and author, and I'm working on a new presentation that currently the working title is Leveling Up Your Life, Fandom Fitness, Leveling Up Your Life, and Unleashing Our Inner Superhero with a video game mentality. So a real quick disclaimer on this. These ideas aren't completely, fully edited out, and so I'm still wordsmithing and looking to put this on my blog probably this coming weekend. But I did want to get something out for Fandom Fitness Friday. And besides that, I really want some of your thoughts on how we can incorporate the video game mentality to our own lives, gamify our fitness, and level up our lives. So one of the things I absolutely love about Fandom Fitness is that we're able to go on these adventures with our favorite characters. We're not just reading or watching them save the world, go on these adventures and change their lives. We get to experience it with them. We get to kind of have fun with them and unleash our own inner superhero or superheroine. And the other aspect that I love about Fandom Fitness is this mentality and attitude that's usually associated with playing video games, and that is I haven't won yet. And so this is the mentality that we can adopt when we face any kind of challenge. Maybe we fail the first couple times, but we keep trying. So what do you do when you come across a big boss that absolutely demolishes your character in the game? Do you throw the game away, exclaiming, "That's it, it's over, I lost"? Of course not. Now here's another thing we're going to delve into. What does the game encourage you to do? Does the game encourage you or tell you to start over from the beginning? Does it tell you that you're a loser and that you should give up? Or does it pick up where you last saved the game and invite you to try again? Now what's interesting about this mentality is in video games, we do tend to fail a lot more often than we succeed. And we continue to fail, gain experience, proceed, succeed, and continue that loop throughout the entire game. We don't defeat level 1's boss and then the rest of the game is complete cake. Last week I was teaching a class, a workout class for kids themed on tigers, and so I was researching some interesting facts about tigers that I could bring up during the workout. Did you know that when a tiger is hunting, they are only successful 1 out of 15 attempts? That means on average, the tiger fails to catch their prey 93% of the time. 14 out of 15 tries, they fail. Now here's what I took from that information, and I made sure to pass on to the kids. The tigers do not give up, even when they fail 93% of the time. And I told the kids and the parents attending the workout with them that when things are hard, for instance, if they can't get some of the exercise even during my workout, or if they were struggling with something in school, to practice being a tiger. Don't give up. If one of the exercises is too hard, I provide other modifications for them to practice. This is just like with a video game. The enemies get harder, the challenges get more difficult. You have a higher chance of failing in this level than you did in the previous level, but if you keep going, learning along the way, gaining XP and upgrades, you'll pass that new level and go up again. Now each level raises the stakes, but each level also makes it that much harder to quit, because the video game mentality, I haven't won yet. But even more than that, it's that positive feedback loop that they create with positive reinforcement. You gain XP, you get treasures, you upgrade your weapons, your armor, add a new playable character to your party. All of these little rewards are ways that keep you in the game, even when things get difficult. Now, this cycle of positive reinforcement releases dopamine in our brain, which makes us crave these feelings and actions again and again. So dopamine is the seeking and finding chemical that is released when our brain feels it's progressing towards a goal that will help us ensure our survival. And I think that's pretty interesting that this chemical is released when we play video games, because we aren't necessarily receiving anything for our personal survival, but our player is. Our brains actually connect the actions in the game with our own needs in real life. And it creates this positive feedback loop which reinforces our every move from the moment we log into the games to receive your daily reward, and stops as soon as we log out. Now, with this constant positive feedback, our brains associate an almost constant release of dopamine when playing the game. So it's no wonder that games can become so addictive. Because even when we lose, we are craving that moment when we do win. And we're willing to put in the time and the effort to get to that point. But dopamine isn't the only way our brain craves video games. Newer games and platforms are now known to help release serotonin as well, which is the respect neurotransmitter. That's released when we feel elevated in a community, recognized and appreciated. So in the gaming world, games like League of Legends, Guild Wars, and even Pokemon Go and Wizards Unite help get our serotonin fix when we perform well during raids, or help a friend defeat a big boss, or even just get a new shiny toy for our avatar. Now, Susan Pierce Thompson is a neuroscientist and the creator of Bright Line Eating program. She says that releasing dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, as well as oxytocin, keeps cortisol in check and keeps us on track with the goal. We can release dopamine by weeding your garden, finishing a craft project that's been lying around, or simply by keeping track of a new habit. So all of this is again making me wonder, can we hack our fitness and our well-being habits to release dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins in our daily lives? Can we adopt this video game mentality of I haven't won yet and become a tiger, never giving up even when we fail a large majority of the time? So we're going to set goals or determine what quantifies us winning this game. So let's say, for example, you want to lose 30 pounds. We have an ambitious but totally doable goal. So you're going to break down your big goal, and we'll call that your big boss. We're going to break that down to various steps or habits. Now, each of these habits are levels within your game. Perhaps you install a water drinking habit. And the first level is drinking just 1 glass of water a day. Again, if you haven't installed this habit before, you don't drink water, this actually may be a bit of a challenge at first, but you're going to level up as you play. So you're going to gain XP every time you remember. But there is, again, one small component that we're still missing. When we defeat small enemies in a level, we win some sort of prize. Again, maybe a little bit of gold, new armor to upgrade, or some sort of reward. So, what sort of reward are you going to incorporate to motivate you to keep playing this game? What are some of the ways that we can release dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins as we fight each battle and complete tasks in this quest towards our big boss? So once we get really good at level 1, drinking 1 glass of water, or again, whatever your level 1 may be, it's time to power up and move on to level 2. Now, if we've been playing the game right, we increase the difficulty, not too much, but definitely enough to push ourselves. We may also need to up the ante of rewarding our efforts too. Again, not too much, or the reward won't feel worth it in the future levels, but enough to compensate our efforts. Again, releasing the dopamine and getting us hooked into that new habit. And we continue this on and on as we develop and establish new healthy habits. We're going to be able to create even more healthy habits such as logging food, portion control, meal planning, exercising, getting enough sleep, and all the other behaviors that we want to create to help us defeat the big boss of losing 30 pounds. Now, of course, also along the way, we're going to falter. We're going to miss a workout. We're going to succumb to temptations such as donuts in the break room or watching television till the wee hours in the night. But that doesn't mean that we've lost the game. We were defeated in battle, sure. It just simply means we need to gain more XP before we tackle that challenge again. Remember, in video games, especially when you initially level up, the battles, quests, and puzzles get a little bit more difficult. So in the game, we are likely to fail more until we gain enough experience. That's all that this is, a game to level up your life, your fitness, and your well-being. Now, as you continue in your own self-created video game, you develop this positive feedback loop where your brain craves the actions that release dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. And we realize that we can get that by having fun in fitness, unleashing our inner superhero, and being the best versions of ourselves today, tomorrow, and forever. So again, I've just scraped the surface of this whole topic. I want to delve so much more into this, but that's all for today. That's in essence what Fandom Fitness is really all about. Again, we're having fun, we're gamifying our health, and creating that video game mindset of I haven't won yet, until we defeat our big boss goals. So my question for you today is, what are some ways that you can turn fitness, exercise, nutrition, and healthy habits into a game? What rewards can you use in your life to create that positive feedback loop? Train your brain and your body to level up your life in a healthy and positive way. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you next week.